All right, so yes, it'll be me and Clever Advisor here this weekend, folks. We are in the lobby for the first game that we will be bringing to you.
Do you know which teams these are? I'm not familiar with the names.
Yeah, I'm actually double checking to make sure we have them correct. Because I am seeing members of the team Padrinos, but they say that they're playing under a new team
Alright,
name.
so this is Indonesian Norwegian Ski Cavalry versus We Are the Hot Grill. Okay.
Oh, this is just amazing. I like it.
Two very long names for me to pronounce.
So yes, so it's Indonesian Norwegian Ski Cavalry. How am I gonna abbreviate that?
It's like Insk. It's Insk. Insk versus Wark. I don't know.
Shoutouts to Dexter's Lab for telling most people in North America the only French that they know.
I guess we'll just say it's the Grills versus the Cavalry.
Ski Cavalry.
Yeah,
I think we should emphasize Ski Cavalry. That sounds really awesome. Is that up on the bracket?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. If you want to type that to me in the hall so that I can write it into the overlay, it'd be really helpful.
Sure.
Looks like the two teams are ready. And viewers, I do have some news about Dominion-related things that I will get into before the next game starts. So I have some updates regarding VODs and some other things like that that I would like to share with you all. But since we're going into the game right away here, I'll get to that a little bit later in the broadcast. So moving over to the champion select screen. On the left side, we're going to have Indonesian Norwegian Ski Cavalry. That's going to take a second to spell.
Yeah, it's a very long name. Alright, right off the bat, we have a Kazakhs ban. I know this guy's been nerfed several times, but apparently he's still a big danger on Dominion. And next up is a Master Yi ban. Master Yi is a hyper carry, and as one guy you don't want to get really fed. Once he gets snowballing, you might as well be GG.
Yeah, Master Yi does get a little bit out of control.
Yeah, to me, Master Yi is like a character where if he gets like 1 or 2 kills without dying, and he just snowballs, and like even if you have CC, it's very hard to stop. And their third ban was Vi, and Vi is she's a very dangerous bruiser character that can lock down one person and DPS them down. That is a very good ban. As one person you don't want to see on the Crystal Scar.
Yeah, the armor reduction works well with other bruisers in the game, and being able to kick her out is nice. Braum brings a lot of crowd control to the table, and we will not see him this game for likely that reason.
He's to me, he's like Leona, but like on steroids. That guy just does not die. Especially with his ultimate, is very annoying to deal with. Karma ban. I think Karma's very good on Dominion for her kiting and shielding abilities. And next up was a Pantheon ban, who's very strong on Dominion for his DPS and map control.
We're seeing Ex-Legit Pillow Pet picking up Leona. Leona is a character that has solid chase, good crowd control, difficult to kill. One of the better tanks in the game mode. Not surprised to see her in the first pick slot. No, I take that back. I am surprised to see her in the first pick slot, considering Maokai's open.
Yeah, I think they're both very good tanks. I don't think you can go wrong with Leona. I think it's a solid. And for the next pick was Ziggs. Ziggs, he's a very strong AP long range. I think he's kind of like along the lines of like Pantheon with a long map control and AoE abilities. Very hard to kill. And Zed, you know, Zed's just an assassin damage machine.
Over on the other side, we are seeing a Syndra be highlighted, and an Alistar being highlighted as
Yeah.
well.
Alistar is one of my favorites on Crystal Scar. I love playing some Alistar. Well, the problem is with Alistar right now is if they get Alistar and Leona, that is not a lot of damage. They're gonna need a ton of DPS top if he sticks to that Alistar.
Alistar has a little bit of damage potential. We've seen Bruiser Alistar a couple of times in Dominion history, and he's performed well each time, but he was also played by some very, very proficient players.
Yeah,
so
I think
there's a little bit of like luck, skill, team comp involved. You know, you need kind of a perfect storm to make Alistar really get ridiculous.
To me, it's like you want to win early to mid, because late game, if Leona and Alistar are top lane, that's a lot of CC, yeah, but you need DPS still to kill people. So we'll see how if Alistar might go bot, but I don't think so. Okay, next we had Maokai and Kale picked up, and you were surprised that they didn't pick Maokai. Maokai is very strong right now. I don't know if you watched LCS, but like right now he's like the #1 ban. Yeah, I don't think he's like lost a game yet in LCS. He's like a very unkillable sustain tank right now. And Kale, if it's bot lane Kale, which it probably is, Kale is very dominant 1v1 laner with the DPS and the ult to help stave off ganks.
And we are seeing Jason Riven, both champions that a longtime competitor, Tower of PA, is a fan of. Other people that play, Jace, see No Namer on Jace occasionally. Jace is a solid pick. He's been used by some of the top people, and the reason for that is his poke is great. He can machine gun out, some shots really fast with the.
Is he like saying the blat blat blat?
Yes, you get that triple shot. The blat 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 with Jace, and then you turn Rengar into a little gravestone, or however you wish to refer to that. There's a better joke here. Someone who's smarter than me can make that one in the chat, I'm sure. Jace, though, we have not seen as much in recent months, and for reasons that are not quite immediately clear to me.
He did get nerfed a few times. I know that. That's probably why you haven't seen him lately.
I know there were some adjustments made to him, but he still was not, like, while being a really good champion, there were still just a few players that played him. And so, is it is Jace going to be good since the changes? Was it just a case of there only being a few players that played him and that haven't been competing in a while?
That's possible,
The Jace representation, what's really going on there? We're seeing Riven, and Riven's just a real solid bruiser.
Yeah.
Short range, susceptible to kiting, but she can sit and brawl and do a really good job in that department.
Yeah, once she gets items, she can AoE your team down very quickly with the stun and ult, and basically all her moves are almost AoE. So, yeah, if they get caught by, let's say, Leona, Alistar, and Riven, and they stun everything, yeah, they can just log down 1 or 2 people with their AoE stuns and finish off somebody very quickly. But I think the thing is, because I'm not sure who they're gonna send bot lane, Jace or maybe Syndra. I'm gonna say Jace is gonna go bot. So yeah, they're gonna have to burst somebody down with Syndra, and then if they can't, I think then they're gonna be in trouble in team fights, just for like the long drawn out fight.
And we'll get a chance to look at the summoner spells here, and well, that's a lot more ghost than we ever see.
Yeah,
I almost thought Cleanse was revived for a moment. I'm still going to think that all the time, every time I see Cleanse, because it looks so much like the old revive icon.
Yeah, I don't know about the Cleanse pick with Warwick. Like, I understand that they have a ton of stun on their team, but like,
what does he need the Cleanse for?
Yeah, he's gonna ult in, and he's gonna get stunned. Then he's gonna cleanse, and it's like, now what? Like, I mean, it's okay. It's an okay pick. I'm not gonna judge too harshly on that one. Well, I just want to see some new meta stuff with the ghosts. I want to see them like ghost up and cap something really fast and blow things.
On the subject of Warwick having cleanse, sometimes if you are a bruiser and you do not have a gap closer, that stun is going to mean, you know, getting a kill or not getting a kill. You know, if you run up, if you're chasing a Jax and he tags you with counterattack, then he just keeps walking for a second and a half, and now there's that distance that you can't catch up.
Yeah.
So if you have a Xin Zhao or a Pantheon, yeah, you can, you know, Audacious Charge in, or you can Aegis in. But if you're Warwick, you just kind of have to hope they're at less than half hit points, and then frown at your computer until you catch up.
Yeah.
In this case, though, he gets hit with that stun, immediately pops the cleanse. He's still in swipe range. He can kind of keep fighting, keep chasing.
Yeah, that's probably his idea. Like, I'm gonna get stunned, but hopefully they're low enough so I can, you know, insta cleanse and chase somebody down. So it'll be interesting to see how he plays out. So also Kale has Garrison, so I am pretty sure she's going bot lane with that. And I haven't seen Garrison in a long time. Ever since they changed the masteries.
Yeah, so without the mastery, it hasn't quite been as powerful as it used to be.
Yeah, I think it was an AoE, right?
Yes. Yeah, the defensive one, you know, it would stop it would interrupt the cap and have it do splash damage. It was like, wow, this is really powerful. And then offensive Garrison's still never really been that great. I mean, it's good, but it's not like insanity level. It's not, the offensive Garrison's never been as good as the defensive Garrison was. It's still a nice spell to have on a team. We just haven't seen too much of it in play. You know, and if you run a Garrison, one Garrison on your team, it's nice.
Yeah, I think if you're taking that bot lane, like the only reason I would take Garrison is if I know I'm probably gonna lose this lane and I'm gonna get pushed a lot. So I'm gonna take Garrison, you know, just as backup, just in case, you know, I'm getting pushed really hard. I'm gonna Garrison. They can't cap, something like that. But if I were scared, like if I was against like Jace for whatever reason, I was scared, I'd take Garrison. But we'll see how that plays out.
For anyone who is new to Dominion Televised or to Dominion competition in general, the team on the left-hand side, Indonesian Norwegian Ski Cavalry, 3 of the members on that team before have played on a team called Los Padrinos, I believe, and they were active near the end of a tournament called Dominate Dominion's history. And so they, it's nice to see them back competing again here in the in this tournament. So welcome back, Legit Pillow Pet, Lilums, Nurse Joy.
Yeah, so it's good to see returning players. Ooh, I like that overlay.
Alright, let me introduce these 2 teams to you here. On Indonesian Norwegian Ski Cavalry's team, which I guess we will abbreviate as Ski Cavalry for the ease of knocking off some syllables during commentary. We have Legit Pillow Pet playing as Leona, Conscious playing as Syndra, oh, that's going to be fun to pronounce. Sexy Sabi playing as Alistar, Lilum's playing as Jace, and Real Nurse Joy playing as Riven. I'm one
Pokemon fan.
Yeah, I'm one half of your commentators. I am Gander, and casting with me is...
This is Clever Advisor. And the other team is We Are the Hot Grill. I'm probably going to butcher these names, so here we go. Ziggs is played by Dag8050. Shock played Zed, Wild Yordle. Maokai played by Vulcan. Kale, Keep Raging Mup. Interesting. And Warwick played by the White Wave. Ooh. I like that name. So I think, okay, so Ski Cavalry has some tournament experience, so I think they might be the favorite in this matchup. I'm not familiar with the Hot Grill. I don't know if you recognize any of them. Do you? Just by them taking a lot of ghosts makes me think that they're probably new to the Dominion scene. Don't mean to be insulting if they're not, but I think Flash is generally, I guess, I would just say better on just for escaping purposes, as most people use them for. If I were taking Ghost, I don't know who I'd be playing that I'd want Ghost. Maybe Singed. I play Singed a lot, so I'll probably take Ghost instead of Flash. Maybe even Warwick. I don't know. But I think the team fights will really depend on who goes bot lane, Syndra or Jace. I really hope that it's Syndra top. I think because yeah, they'll have no AP top if they send Syndra. So I'm assuming we're gonna see a Syndra top, Jace versus Kayle lane.
Okay, we are in game.
Yep. And
if you want to talk for a moment, there was a little issue with the overlay going on. But we're getting that resolved. The files didn't overwrite. Yeah, the files didn't overwrite correctly on my screen, so I have the ones from last week and some of the ones from this week.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think for the buys right now are pretty standard. I don't see anything really out of the ordinary. Well, maybe except for Kayle rushing that recursive bow. But other than that, I think these are pretty standard buys coming out of all the teams. So, yeah, we're just gonna wait to see who goes where. Right now, it looks like Zed might be thinking about going bot, which is totally not what I thought. Yeah, okay, so it is... Wow, they totally messed me up here. So it is Zed versus Riven bot. Alright, that is a lot more interesting. Okay, this should be fun.
I know I'm doing awful things, but toggling on direct camera for just a moment, guys.
Alright, I love direct camera. Let's do this. Alright, I'm just gonna do direct camera take run. Alright, so here we go. Oh, and Cinder got a very nice stun on all four of them right there. Or all three. Oh, I'll start going for the CC. And, oh, Maokai's going in. Let's see what they can do with this. Getting locked down. Oh, and, yep, here comes all the CC. Leona and Alistar coming down. Warwick going in. Right now, Jace is very low, but he's going in. He's man-moding right now. Oh, Alistar, very nice stun, getting all three. Maokai going for blood, flashing in for Jace. Looks like they're gonna... Oh, nope, a very nice flash on Jace's part. And, oh, but he still goes down. Oh, wow. That is a very nice stun by Alistar, or knockback by Alistar. Totally got him out of that fight. Looks like Leona picked up the Ziggs. And now we have three members. Oh, I'm sorry, two members now. 2v2. Alistar versus Leona, the two tanks going at it. Oh, it's almost a cap too. So it's pretty much a sustain versus sustain right now. But looks like Kayle and Maokai are getting it. Jace and Syndra are running back up top. Looks like Norwegian's gonna get this this cap. They're simply outnumbering them right now. Two very late revives coming out of Ziggs and Zed. I don't think Zed could handle his lane, so he's heading top because it just got capped.
Warwick being chased out of the bottom lane by Real Nurse Joy's Riven. He is retreating back to platform.
So
we see the alert ping down there coming from him as well.
Yeah, apparently Zed can't handle Riven, so they're sending Warwick bot. So yeah, they're gonna need to send two people to help get that back. Warwick really can't chase one person off the tower very well. So
at least not in this point in the game. He needs a little bit more, maybe a lot more sustain before he's able to duke it out with a durable character like Riven underneath a tower. But it looks like we have Ziggs down here, and Ziggs able to escape away from Riven. Ziggs be able to chip her down and slowly chase her off of that point because of his substantial range advantage that he has.
Yeah. To me, they really need to send one more person down to help Ziggs. Like, I don't think he can do that by himself. Oh, and Riven's going in for the kill on Ziggs, and yeah, ripping pepperoni Ziggs. And for top lane, they're just pushing top. So we're going to see how this goes for them.
And Vulcan and legit Pillow Pet hanging around over by the Speed Shrine. Maokai having secured the Storm Shield for his team. But being down away from the fight means bad things happening to Zed and Kayle. Wow. Syndra with a nice double, very clean. And Leona picking up a KB against Warwick with Solar Flare, not something that we see too often.
Yeah, that fight, they just dominated there. The lightning buff from Jace just like annihilated a couple people. And yeah, this is about to be... Okay, this is a 4 cap right now. So, what they... Okay, they're gonna get their bot back. So they're gonna have to try and get their middle back.
There's still time in the game for them to sort of get together and get moving. 300 Nexus health. They still have room to play around. We can see that Ski Cavalry's team is retreating away from this point. They don't want to overcommit to it, have a bunch of people get picked off, so it's going to enable them to get this point back very easily. They have two really tanky champions up near the windmill that are going to really be able to deter any pushes. Seeing Ziggs down the bottom lane against Riven is going to hopefully make things a little bit more static down there for them, so the top lane doesn't have to worry too much. And that was a very early Vengeful Maelstrom from Vulcan's Maokai. That being on cooldown going into the next fight is going to be a little bit annoying for them, I'd have to say, because you really want that to help mitigate tower damage so you can go in for dodge a little bit better, and it really dramatically reduces the amount of damage that Leona now is dealing.
And here we go, the team fight. Oh, Warwigan immediately stunned and exhausted as soon as he ults. All members of Norwegian are still alive as they chase him out of the top. Yeah, Alistar's going in. Oh, very nice stun. Jace getting the blat on right now. And Zed, I don't think you're going very far, buddy. Yeah.
Well, Jace is going to pick up the double kill with the shot blast.
That was pretty much a flawless victory for Cavalry.
Riven with that Brutalizer Hexdrinker combo doing some bad things to Ziggs and picks him up with a Wind Slash. That's unfortunate.
And she's going to do her best to 2v1, but I don't think she's going to... Yeah, I think she
does get tagged by that.
Oh, wow, she does get away. And, okay, now, they really need to regroup right now because they have a 4 cap, so they just need to wait for Kale to respawn, try not to fight, and try and get some points back.
And legit Pillow Pet falling back. Real Norse Joy. 2v2 down here.
Oh,
excellent Solar Flare. Excellent Airborne. Crowd control combo is real in the bottom lane. White Wave retreating away.
Yeah. Everyone on their team, yes, does have a stun, so...
the amount of crowd control is intense. Every single person has a knockback or a stun. Sometimes both. Sometimes 2 stuns. Very nasty amount of crowd control.
Ski Cavalry is really showing their tournament experience right now just by dominating this matchup.
Clearing minions off the point and shut down finally on Conscious Syndra. That's a shutdown on Jace as well. 5-man push up here is going to sweep them off of the tower. It does leave the bottom open. Riven not pushing for it yet. I think she's going to go in with the minions. Yeah, that's exactly what she's doing there.
Yep, Grill's going to have to try for something now. But they all revived for Ski Cavalry, so I don't know if they're going to be able to get much off of this. So they're going to try, though. Oh, Maokai just...
Good twisted advance out. Yeah. Not a lot of people do that, and it's a good thing to have on Maokai. You got to remember you can always twist advance out like that. Good to see that happen. Unfortunately, he still did get picked off, but I like the awareness that he showed with that.
Oh, Riven just 2v1 on bot lane. Oh, you never want to see that. Oh, Maokai gonna go finish him off though. Hopefully.
Aggressive flash in. Quick combo down. Look how much health Riven took off of Vulcan though, right there. Like, that's a lot for just getting 1 round of abilities off.
Yeah, and Riven doesn't even have any armor pin right now. He went Phase, Brutalizer, and a Cutlass. Like, he has a Brutalizer, but if he ever gets the Last Whisper, they're just gonna melt. But I don't think it's gonna get to that.
Yeah, left in the game.
They're Ski Cavalry is holding their point very well right now, poking them down with the Jace and Syndra. And unfortunately, Grill lost their bot lane again. They're going to try and get that, which I think they will be able to. Maybe. Riven's about to go 2v1 them again, I think.
Let's see if Riven can do it.
Alright, let's see. Oh, no, 3v1. Here comes Ziggs very low. Oh, she might be able to. Run away, Ziggs! Ghost! Oh, okay. You Michael Bolton out of there.
Did you see him dodge that snowball?
Wow, she is still alive. She's still going. She is not scared. Oh, finally going down. Raid boss down, guys.
Yeah, Riven defeated. Real Nurse Joy, awesome job on Riven so far.
Yeah, she did awesome this game. Yeah, really dominated the bot lane because they really didn't know what to do with that bot lane. There was always multiple people down there, and that did not really help the top their cause up top when they weren't already winning it.
Let's see. We'll go over to the.
So we have Indonesian Norwegian ski Cavalry advancing on to the next round, and I believe, let me double check who they're playing next. So they're going to be up against DD Clueless, which are tournament veterans. So that should be an interesting match for them. Well, that was a good effort from We Are the Hot Grill. I think they need to have more tournament experience to do better. I think their picks were okay. It's just that one thing I noticed that they weren't doing was having a lot of jungle fights. Like they always were fighting in lane. Like generally, what you want to do in the Crystal Scar, if you're just like trying to learn the map, is okay, let's say you lose your top point. You don't want to go up lane and push the wave. You want to fight in the jungle, try and catch somebody or gank a bot lane. Just like running up towards the top of the map through the lane, trying to capture the turret while pushing minions. It really isn't the best strategy because they can just sit up top, clear waves and fight you whenever they get the opportunity to pick somebody off. Plus you're pushing against a turret, and yeah, you really don't want to dive a turret.
I think we have the invite to our next game, so we're going to jump over to that.